Hello there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from Let's Stay Gamers, and welcome. So today we're taking a look at another beautiful creation from the Steam Workshop. Now, this is the Dauntless Desert Outpost, created by White Weasel, and this thing looks like it's from a movie. You've got this really interesting aesthetic sort of feel, where everything's connected up, half constructed, reinforced. You can just see this oxygen generator area, where we have the oxygen generators up on top, that collecting that solar energy, and then piping it down into these oxygen storage tanks. How he's just combined the actual cutaway of the earth within the build itself. You can see we've got these gun turrets here that pop up when activated from the inside, and we've also got a cargo container. Now, something he's done quite interesting about this cargo container, to build a little bit more detail into it, is number one, built it into the rocks. He's had a bit of detailing with the pipes and so on, and he's created a platform on top using the ladder as well. Just a little bit of detailing like that really sets this thing off. Now, inside this door here, we have ourselves a little bit of an outhouse. We've got a toilet and we've got a shower, so to keep all them smelly astronauts away from the actual central station itself. Now, as we go over here, we've got this sort of area that's covered by this wire sort of frame that is a half constructed, I believe, glass block, and it sets it off really nicely. It's not really providing it with any cover at all from the elements, but at the same time it looks very nice indeed. Over this area we have ourselves a little speeder where you can sit in and take control, more semi-constructed blocks, and this is a little glass dome area so we can protect the speeder and medical bay from the hazardous desert environments. Only if there was sandstorms, that'd be so cool. So coming down here, we've got a connector, and it's all piped up as well there. Now, moving into this area, we've got a little bit of a walkway and access to the roof. You can see we've got ourselves a refinery on the side, another little camera, and he's connected that up with some high voltage cables to add that little bit more detail, really setting off the design. Now, if you want to enter from the back of the base, we also have this door here that's on the ground sort of level with the, well, what I would call on level with the rest of the surface. So let's actually pop our feet into the ground here, spawn ourselves in, and we'll drop and have a quick look around the actual station's inner. So the first thing you'll notice as you enter into this station is we have this little access panel here where we can open and close the garage door so we can seal ourselves out from the elements. Sandstorms is something that I really want to see now I've thought about it. We've also got the garage lights here so we can turn them on and off, and in this garage we have ourselves an ATBV. Now, this is some sort of all-terrain, I'm guessing, the transport vehicle where you can transport your supplies around. It's connected up at the current moment in time, and it's got a whole variety of weapons mounted to this thing. Just look at this little garage area. He's put some detail in. He's got the camera there on the side. It's got the oxygen generators on the bottom, as well as a little tool cabinet, so you can imagine repairing and fixing it with supplies off that shelf indeed. So as we come around to the front of the actual habitat area, we have this small little door we can seal up, and we've got access to the garage and the external lights as well, so we can turn them on and off. Now, here we've got a summary of the ingots, and we also have a component summary as well, so all the processing and resources in this just really beautiful interior can be given on a moment's notice. Now, we're here at the main sort of command area. Now, at the main command area we have the turrets piston, so if I access 8 and I just have a quick look around, you can see the turrets are currently in the down position around the outpost. If I press this button, the turrets will actually start to raise up, so they've got a much more higher point of view and can take out more targets at different ranges. Very useful indeed. Now, if I pop back into the command room, I can turn that off, and I also have access to the timer block LCD behind me. So you're probably thinking, Aaron, that's a really small base. Well, there's actually an upstairs as well, so if we access this little ladder, and there's also a very interesting secret chamber below as well, but I'm going to show you that in a moment. So up here you can see we've got access to the upper floor. We've got ourselves a bedroom on the right here where you can chill, relax. This area reminds me a little bit of the command room from the Moon movie, where he sits here at the window and he does his diary for the day, like Diary Day 101. It's a desert, there's not much out there. Lunar modules are all intact. Anyway, continuing on before I get sucked into some sort of story, we'll hop down here and we'll go left. And now over here in this corner there is this little panel here, and if we access our grinder and grind that away, you'll see it leads into a secret tunnel. Now, what could be down here? Now, there could be a lot of different things. We could have a bunker, we could have an infinite staircase. So you can see this is all piped in here as well. And we've got these buttons that are currently offline, so you don't need to power this area up, possibly separately. So we'll continue heading down this rather long and windy staircase. You can see there's a lot of different materials being used in here to create this rocky sort of cavern that I really do like. We continue around here. The lights are currently off in this area, so power must be down. Maybe we'll have to bring the power back up before we can actually access this bunker here. So you see the power is offline. We'll have to turn the power on. So we managed to activate the power for the lower bunker. So we're going to pop the door open and find out what's inside. Now, I get a really strong vibe when this door comes down of something from Fallout. The individual rooms in this area feel like they're constructed with a sort of Fallout Vault 101 sort of effect, where we've got the different storage cryo room on the left there, very scary indeed, and we've got a medical room here on the left, so we've got the med bay, and we have a shower block and toilet area here on the left. We've got buttons where we can turn the lights on and off in the toilets and the showers, very nice indeed. We can also pop down here to the lower deck where the cryo chambers are, and there is some showers, so you can have a nice shower when you come out of cryo sleep or whatever you need to do. And upstairs we actually have some bunks, so we can sleep up here as we're working down in the bunker itself. So if the top floor gets completely wiped out, you have this as a fallback point. Now this is more of a maintenance room. We've got oxygen and we've got backup sort of refineries and other machines like so. So as we drop down to this lower area, you can see the oxygen tanks, just perfect for a survival situation, especially since it's below ground and it's not very difficult. Well, it's quite difficult to actually find under that panel. They could completely take over the base above and you still have all your supplies and equipment down here. So we've got a bit of a games room here. We've got gym on the left, lockers, and the sink to wash your hands, which are finished, and we've got ping pong, space invaders, and a large cargo container. Pretty much everything you want. We've also got some work in progress signs here as well. So the next thing we want to do is pop open this door, but notice that there's no button. So with the door not wired up, I think we'll just cut through here using spectator mode. And in here we have the main reactor, or the backup reactor, and this room is just really cool. It really gives off that vibe of a multi-level sort of command center, maybe something from like Resident Evil where we've got various stairs going down, we've got that central core, and then when we get to this bottom floor we've got various different offices that are still under construction. Very nice indeed, and it's really enjoyable to have a look at this early level construction. There's a lot to be done here, but at the same time what is available looks very cool indeed. You can see we've got this command center area here where we can access things on the surface. Very sneaky, very cool. I absolutely love this base and outpost. So check this out on the workshop. There'll be a link down in the description. It's not fully completed yet, but I'm guessing you'll get around to it quite soon. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.